Hey everyone, it's Miss E here, and let's get started. So I know that we're not going to be with each other for a few days, so what I've decided to do is create some art projects that you can do from home. So all of these projects that I am making for you guys does not require a lot of materials. For example, you may only need a pen, marker, or a pencil, some paper, and something to color with, like crayons, color pencils, maybe if you have some markers, maybe if you have some paint at home. So yeah, today's project that we're going to start with is called abstract art. So it's easier to explain what abstract art is not. Abstract art is not a literal representation of what you see. So for example, when you see a flower and maybe a flower pot and you draw that from observation, that is not called abstract art, that is called observational art. So the reason why abstract art is so important in art history is because it freed artists from having to draw and paint and create a specific style. It opened up the ability to experiment in art because the focus of abstract art is the process or its colors, shapes, forms. So that's what we're going to work on today. We are going to make a very simple abstract art based off of line and color, and we're going to focus on its process. And by focusing on its process, we find that sometimes it can be very relaxing. So what I will be using for the project will be my marker. Typically, you can use a pencil or a pen, even crayons or color pencils when you're using line, but I'm using markers so that you can see what I'm drawing on the paper. And then I will be coloring with crayons, but you can color with crayons, you can color with watercolor paint if you have any, you can use markers, color pencils, you can use whatever to color it with. So this project's very simple for the use of materials. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing that we will need is our paper and our marker. So I'm going to turn my computer so that you can see my work a little better. There we go. Now there is a little bit of a shadow from my light. I will fix that for the next video, but I thought we'd get started today. So for our project, we will start with line. Now you can do whatever type of line on your papers. You can do, for example, wavy lines. Maybe you would like to use some zigzag lines instead. Your lines can be big, they can be small. You can use happy lines. You can use sad lines. You can even use shapes such as rectangles. Maybe you would like to use some circles. That is entirely up to you. The fun part of abstract art is you can use whatever you feel like doing. So I decided I was going to make 2 vertical lines, 2 horizontal lines. I'm going to do a few more lines. So I'm going to do a wavy line right here. I'm going to do a zigzag line right here. Let's see, anything else? You know what? I'm going to do 4 more lines. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So with using all of these lines, I've created a bunch of organic shapes as well as non-organic shapes. So what we're doing, the next part with our crayons, is we are filling in each area that we've made. So even though we have a circle right here, it's been broken up into different new shapes with the lines that intersected, that go in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose our crayons to color it in. I'm going to use crayons, but you, if you would feel like using color pencils, paint, marker, feel free. This is entirely up to you. It's a very easy project to use with a bunch of different materials. So I'm going to show you using this circle here what I mean by coloring in new shapes. So I'm going to start with my green, and I'm going to outline the lines that intersect the circle. So once I've outlined it, I'm going to start coloring it in. And when we color it in, we're going to stay in the lines. And we're going to cover all of the white that is in the shape. And when you're done, you just switch to a new color and you do the next section. And you can jump from anywhere in the paper. You can start with one section and move over to another area. That's entirely up to you. So this is all about your process. So once again, I outline a new part, which I outlined right here with brown. And now I'm going to color it in. I'm going to move on to the next thing, and I'm going to use blue. So I'm going to outline right here, and I'm going to color it in. And then I'm just going to keep going. Now you can choose whatever colors you like. I started off with cool colors, which are green, blue, and purple. I think I'm going to switch to warm colors next as I outline and color. Warm colors are orange, yellow, and red. And the goal of the project now is just to fill in all of the new shapes with color. So now that I've finished the circle, as you can see, I've created a bunch of new shapes inside this spot. So I'm going to color just a little bit more, and then I'm going to show you my final project that I did earlier. So I'm going to color with you for a little bit longer. Colored with yellow because I forgot that I did not use it with these warm colors right here. You can also add into each section, you can add patterns in each area if you'd like. Like maybe one area could have stripes in it, maybe another one has zigzags. And just see where it takes you. And you can use whatever colors you like I said earlier. Maybe you would like your colors to be a color scheme. For example, maybe you only color with red, orange, and yellow. These warm colors. Maybe you color with just cool colors, which are blue, purple, and green. Maybe you choose analogous colors, which can be blue, green, purple. Maybe you choose red, orange, purple instead for an analogous set of colors. All right, and I'm going to finish off with the color black. And I'm going to stop right there, just so you can see where I left off with my last part of this project. So this is where I'm going to pause right here, but I did this project earlier, and this is what I have instead. So as you can see, I used a bunch of different lines. I used some shapes, and I used a bunch of colors to color in the whole thing. So yeah, so this is what you'll be working on today if you choose to do so. This is based off of abstract art. We worked on using line. We filled in using color. In this video, I talked about different warm colors, cool colors, and analogous colors. So with that being said, I'm going to leave that right there so it doesn't fall. So with that being said, this will conclude our art video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I will see you guys later. Bye guys.